Kantbei versus Fluffy on the map Frostleaf. So, I do believe Jake is a better CEO for... This is tier 4, by the way. I picked Jake, he picked Jess. I do believe Jake is the better CEO for the long-term gameplay, simply because artillery. I like artillery, and Jake benefits from artillery. Oh, and we also got battle copter, so that's a secondary reason why I picked Jake over Jess. Jess battlecopters are a little bit weaker, and Jake's battlecopters with the power can become pretty strong, even one-shotting other copter on planes during the super. So, that being said, Jess does have that extra vehicle movement on the normal power that Jake doesn't have, so that's one thing Jess has in an advantage. So anyway, Kantbei allowed me to have the penguins, so I took the penguins. Let's have me face the left, so we face in opposite directions. And let's get some appropriate background music and begin. So, you may have watched a video from one of my prior videos not too long ago talking about being predictable by doing the same thing. Well, I checked Kantbei's game history, another game on this exact same map, against another player who deceived me in fog. So I know Kantbei's opening, at least I hoped he did the same opening, where he skips this base, and the reason why he's skipping that base is because he wants to move the infantry up here and capture these 3 properties before my recon can interrupt it. You might have also seen this in that video with Degis, where Degis came walking over here and sees that all 3 of these properties have been captured before he had any chance to deny them. Kantbei also went with the Day 3 recon, which I'll play around that and you'll see how I do it. So there it is, cancels the capture on the port to send more infantry up here. Kantbei also delayed this base by 1 turn to send that infantry up onto the black boat. So this is a rather risky opening where you want to capture these properties. The goal is to capture these properties so your opponent can't deny it from you. But at the same time, you're delaying your own capture phase so much. And so I don't build a recon, because I just get more infantry and boost my capture phase even further. I expect the recon to sit over here where it has vision on all 3 properties, so I just send my penguin up here instead, out of the recon's range. Build a transport to boost this side. And I can afford a transport because I didn't build a Day 3 recon. I actually got a comment from my previous game on this map where they say I have to build a Day 3 recon. No, just boost your own capture phase and let your opponent ruin theirs. And you shouldn't have to do anything. You should try to mix things up a bit, because you might have seen from my Sonya versus Andy video how my artillery became way too predictable and a double recon really ruined my capture phase and any pushing strength I had. Alright, so Recon's still trying to find out where my units are. Doesn't see anything yet because it's in the forest. But yeah, I'm just capturing properties. bring down my mech. And get an artillery because I like artillery. I'm still the same in that respect. And Recon moves over here and sees my units. I move my mech down. And then, well, I got trapped by that Recon with my infantry first. And I forgot to get a recon on this side, so I decided to build a recon on this. This infantry was supposed to be a recon where I send left, but I suppose it's fine because this recon can move rather quickly to the front lines anyway. Yeah. Day 3 recon, I said before, where you're delaying your own capture phase by quite a bit because you're down 1 infantry early on. Have to interrupt something to justify it. So, shoots at the penguin, okay. I decide to shoot at it with my mech. Get a nice first strike on it. Since my mech isn't capturing anything, there's no reason for the recon to shoot back. But, yeah. My value is about half a turn ahead. As we could see when Kantbei ends his turn, it's just about the same as my value, so I definitely believe my decision to not choose a Day 3 Recon and to not go for these properties right away definitely is it's a risky play, but it is a counter to this, I would say. I get rid of that recon entirely. He meant to go shoot at this infantry, but for whatever reason, maybe it was the... I know sometimes when you try to move somewhere, maybe he wanted to go this way and interrupt this infantry and have the recon survive because it's out of range of the mech. Sometimes your movements are automatically chosen by, and it doesn't choose the best movements. So just be a little careful when you move. Manually go through each individual tile to make sure the recon moves exactly like how you want it. The recon would have been on this show away from my mech and would have interrupted this capture, so that was that. It has happened to me where I planned to make a move and then the auto move, like the auto path finder, chose it for me and it was not great. So once that happens, you try to keep an eye on it. You learn to keep an eye on it. I go double anti-air because, I didn't say it before, but air units are pretty strong. They don't have to go through all these rivers and stuff. So you also got a forward airport. Definitely want some anti-air. Even if jet copters are weaker, if you don't have any response to it, then they're just as strong as they're pretty much any. The main strength of battlecopters is that most vehicles are weak to them. Alright. I decide to provoke an attack here. I want to trade down infantry in this area so I can immediately start taking these properties. And he gets a lot of first strikes, but I'm happy about this because I got vehicles. I got a nice shot on this artillery, and I know I can reinforce this side rather quickly because of this forward airport. So I go in, get some nice shots, and while I'm not capturing anything, well, I'm still capturing this, but while I am not getting the city anytime soon. I noticed that there's not much over here, which means that the vehicles must be on this side of the map. So I decided to pull my infantry back here. Don't want to leave them on the front lines where they would get picked off. So I also decided to bring a battlecopter down there and an anti-air just to be safe. And an artillery because, you know, maybe I could sit it over here and protect against an HQ capture. You never know. Maybe that's why he picked Jess. Jess does get +1 vehicle movement on the normal power. Maybe he's trying to rush the HQ with that +1 movement. It would make sense. I go in to interrupt these capture. Because I'm Jake with a comm tower, I'm guaranteed to get the kill. I kill another infantry. And I just leave my mechs in the back. No need to send them forward. These infantry, they knew what they were getting into when they were sent out to attack. I continued my push over here, even getting an infantry near the HQ just because I want to draw out as any infantry left over here to attack me so that I can focus more on capturing these properties. And here's the medium tank. Because I'm expecting a lot of vehicles down here, and I want to scare them away with a medium tank. Here's the chest copters. Just because they're a little bit weaker, their main strength is still that most vehicles don't do damage to them, so you definitely want anti-air against it. I go in, decide to threaten HQ capture. I honestly don't think I can get it, but I thought maybe I can try to get some maybe I could get some, what is it called? Value out of it. Yeah, I could get some value out of having expensive vehicles attack some infantry on the HQ. I continue to interrupt these captures. I got a nice mech shot on that tank. Maybe mech attacking this tank from up here would be better, just so it's a little closer to my units rather than down there. But I keep this mech in the forest to keep it hidden. This mech is covered by the mech in the back, and I have another mech over here. Because I do see vehicles, and I am expecting a lot of vehicles. I built a lander. It can pick up the medium tank this turn, and pick up another vehicle next turn. So, get my medium tank to the front line very quickly. I am expecting attack on the HQ. So, that's why I built a lander. Interrupts the capture, okay. It moves in with a lot of vehicles, and I think it's mech time. So I use beatdown because I want that one extra artillery range. Shoot that anti-air, kills it instantly, and anti-air goes in, kills that battlecopter. I'm on the planes, get that planes bonus. And just wall it off again. I did give just a superpower since I killed 2 battlecopters and an anti-air here, which is almost 3 stars. Here's the Jess super. Captures all 3 of these properties, but I already got these, so it's fine. I also got this property, so I am ahead. I just need to make sure my HQ does not fall. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That Just Super was absolutely necessary to interrupt this capture. At this point, I'm thinking, I might lose my units here, so I should slowly start retreating. I still take these shots because I don't see an anti-air, so I think it's fine for my battlecopters to stay on the front line. I go for that anti-air over here. Main reason so that I can shoot it again within my other mech and completely destroy it. Oh, remember what I said about Lander can pick up medium tank? And then the anti-air next turn? I forgot to bring the anti-air. Whoops. Yeah. So that was a little bit of a whoops. Just forgot to bring an entire vehicle to the front line. That's actually pretty bad. Still, I see the fighter, and I don't have any more tanks. Definitely time to withdraw. There's no way my battlecopters can defend these artillery anymore, not with that fighter flying around. So, I pull back. I go for this shot. I see the artillery here. Bring in more vehicles because I'm expecting a counter push from Kantbei over here, so I should do a push over here at all the same. And more anti-air because air units are strong. This black boat was running out of... It had just enough fuel to survive. It has 0 fuel right now, but it will be refueled since it's on the port. I am a little cautious over here. I don't want to extend too much. Kantbei starts attacking this area. Still have 2 artillery here. If I try to run away, my thought process right now is if I run away with my artillery, the recons are just going to catch it and kill it anyway. So I think I just choose to shoot with it. Here's the black rack. I sack the infantry to make sure this tank can kill it so I can break through. Jake also gets the +2 movement. That's how my medium tank's able to reach all the way to that artillery. Then my anti-air can go in and reach the battlecopter. Battlecopters can't hide in forests, so I had vision over it thanks to this recon. Also got some nice shots with my artillery over here. If I'm going to lose them, I might as well kill something with it. Interrupt this capture. I see the fighters over here. Kill this battlecopter. Why not? And I plan to drop an infantry here, but my transport copter had an issue with that. I also I built a medium tank again because I want to start retaking this area. I haven't seen any artillery or heavy vehicles here, so a medium tank is a good time. I don't expect anything to threaten that medium tank anytime soon. Jess uses overdrive. The vehicles get +2 movement and +40% attack. And pretty much eliminate whatever I have left. My artillery is still alive, so I technically could get some more shots from them. And targeting my infantry so my capture phase is slowed down. Let's be honest, what else is my battlecopter going to do? Just take the shot, why not? I know I saw an infantry move in, so I put a battlecopter to deny any ability to interrupt. Kinda sad that I have to use mechs to capture instead of infantry, but do what you gotta do. Recon doesn't see I have a bat. I considered actually shooting at that fighter with my fighter, but there's 2 anti-airs there, so it's definitely not a trait in my favor. So I keep my fighter in the back. Neo-tank. I don't like Neo-tanks. I said it before. I prefer bombers. But there's just 2 anti-air right there, so no bomber. On the bright side, Neo-tanks are slightly faster than medium tanks, so the medium tank and the Neo-tank should arrive at the front lines approximately the same time. I decide to take a shot at that tank. I don't see any anti-air. I see a battlecopter, that's why I have 2 anti-airs here. And my artillery aims at that tank. So if an air unit is built here, I just blow this tank up, then move my anti-air in. Keeping my fighter safe. I lost the comm tower, so now Jess infantry are stronger than my infantry. But I think it's fine. Mostly because I had a... Well, I think I had a positive value since I did keep this... I got this 4th property earlier, whereas he only took 3 on his attack. So I should be up value, is what I'm thinking. I send my recon in to get some vision. And I decided I'm not getting this comm tower, but I'm definitely going to pretend like I'm going to go for it, simply because I want Kantbei to send forces into my artillery. Medium tank and Neo tank has arrived at the front lines. I think it's perfectly fine to send my AA to kill an infantry, because I have a lot of things to punish things that go for my AA. And I built a bomber, because I see Neo tank, I build bomber. I have a fighter of my own, so I'm hoping that my fighter will get a strike on their fighter. I found this funny. Boop! Nope, I got an infantry here. You can't walk into that forest. That being said, I see 1 anti-air, and I think I can probably kill it. My bomber has enough movement to cover this tile right here. I also revealed my Neo tank just to kill an infantry, but I did that so that my medium tank could go down even further. Kill off that anti-air. I see another anti-air, so I don't send my battlecopter in. Also shift my artillery up. Doesn't cover it, but with my power I get +1 range, so it should cover the medium tank. Like I said, I'm pretending to go for it so that I could get some value from it. Artillery does cover it with my power, which I do have, so I do get coverage over that comm tower. And then, when I saw this infantry here, we were playing this kind of live, I think. Yeah, we were. I was like, no, my battlecopter. I chose not to send it in so I wouldn't lose it, but I'm losing it anyway. Sees everything I have here. Destroys my battlecopter. Doesn't see my bomber, and that's the important thing, because I want my bomber to strike that Neo-tank. He doesn't send his Neo-tank in because of the artillery, probably. But, I see a lot of stuff down here. I'm going for my comm tower. Kill off that battlecopter, because of course I would. Kill off that anti-air. I don't want to reveal my bomber, so I use the tank and the mech instead. I start picking off some infantry here. The KD is about the same, but because Kantbei delayed that base, he's down in unit count. And I intend to make the unit count difference even bigger because of this. Similar to my plan to get value by pretending to capture this. I don't expect to take it, I just want to kill off infantry here, so I get the unit count advantage. At least I'm hoping he will send infantry to try. Here's the overdrive. Tank goes up. I'm actually happy that the overdrive happened this turn because I pulled most of my big vehicles up away, so I don't think they will get that much value. Kills my recon so that they can get the movement to go all the way around. Value. Kills my mech. Kills my mech. There's the kills my mech. Gets both my artillery. But I'm perfectly fine with this actually, because I saw a breakthrough opportunity. As Jake, I get more firepower on planes, so I go in and didn't get it. Backup plan. I'll just kill off that recon so I can attack that tank from another direction. Then my medium tank using that +2 movement can reach that AA. Then my bomber, getting the planes bonus, blows up that Neo tank. I was going to send my mech to kill that artillery, but luck had other plans, so I sent my tank in here to kill the artillery instead. Move my infantry out of the way so the anti-air can reach that battlecopter. Kill off that battlecopter, kill off that tank, getting a lot of value just because of this comm tower. And now I'm ahead in the unit count, and I think I am way ahead in the value simply because I got rid of that Neo tank and I killed that artillery. I put my fighter in a position where it covers this area. I got 2 anti-air up here, I'm not too worried about air units up there. Fighter shoots at bomber, as to be expected. Stops the comm tower, but I got more infantry, so that defeats the whole purpose of delaying it. Okay. Battlecopter on battlecopter violence. The horror. Kill off. I think I killed off pretty much everything at this point. I attack from the planes with both my anti-air and the fighter to put this out of combat. One thing that I did find funny, I'll go back a few turns. This infantry saw there was nothing on my property, and I decided, I don't like it, I'm gonna move back. Infantry sees I have nothing in this forest, simply because I moved away. And then I go sit on the property, and then this infantry got trapped by that penguin. Okay, so let's get back to where we were. Fighter shoots my bomber. Oh yeah, we passed this. Interrupt my comm tower, but I kill off all the infantry, I would think. I get a nice shot over here. I just found this funny how he's checking to see that I have nothing nearby and then going for it, only to find that I have something right on it. I thought that was hilarious. I am playing a little cautiously. I think, why is he going in? I have a medium tank and a neo tank here. So I, for the most part, send it back and just send my cheaper, my cheaper units up front. And be somewhat of a defensive wall over here. I also start scouting these forests with my anti-air because I don't have a recon, nor do I have the infantry to scout. Fortunately, there's nothing to threaten anything up here. And I think this is the part where I start battlecopter spamming, because I got down the fighter, which means battlecopter spam time. But I got my comm tower back. And now I'm just pushing in. Capturing this not because I think I can get it, well, I do think I can get it, but also for more value if he ever tries to stop. Scout this forest, see if there's anything on the HQ. I see this. Fighter, running out of fuel. Repair it with the black boat. And then I forgot to pick up the 2 infantry that was supposed to be sent down with the black boat. Whoops. And now for the push. I don't plan to... Well, I'm definitely going to threaten this comm tower for the value, but I actually plan to take these properties again because it's easier to take these properties up here than it is to take the comm tower due to the distance from the bases and the forward airport. So I go in. Recon saw so much, so I got rid of the recon. Just block the road with my tank. Why not? Continue picking off infantry. I still don't think he has a lot of vehicles anyway. Not a lot, I don't think. I sit on the forest with my neo tank. And then I go in, just blocking the road even further. Just trying to make it as hard as possible to get vehicles out and reinforcing. For my double base skip, it was actually an accident. I wasn't paying attention to my funds and didn't have enough for the infantry. But let's pretend I did this intentionally. This is an intentional thing. I want to control the air. I want to battlecopter spam, so I need more anti-air to take out fighter. Blah blah blah. Intentional, of course. Definitely. Uses the normal power to get a shot on my medium tank. Kills my anti-air, bombs my medium tank over here, kills another battlecopter. And I look at this force and I think, Still fightable. I go in anyway. I got 4 battlecopters and a normal power, so I go in. Start smashing stuff. This anti-air survived. Ah. Couldn't quite get my artillery in, but I pretend to trap this. Just, I mean, this medium tank doesn't have vision. It can only see immediately next to it. So let them think that I have a artillery nearby or something. Anyway, I finally cleared the path for my fighter to go in. And then I go kill that anti-air. It survived. No. But I'm feeling confident. I'm nearing the HQ. I'm capturing these properties. This infantry didn't get to do its job at protecting this property. Medium tank shoots at my tank. Okay. For the charge. Also sacking the... Okay. Sacking the anti-air. That's what he sacked. For the turbo charge. So that the Neo tank can get a nice shot on the HQ against my Neo tank. Lots of anti-air because I've been battlecopter spamming. But that means they don't... As long as I keep at least one of my... or as long as I keep some of my tanks alive, I can counter the anti-air army. I decide to pull back. I mean, I got all my properties, there's no reason I need to keep fighting here. And might as well start pressuring this again. I got both comm towers now. And decide to take a shot at the mega tank. Well, not mega, the medium tank. Imagine if it was a mega tank. And I get a bomber because I see Neo tank, I build bomber. That's how it typically goes. And when I saw that Neo tank, I know I just withdrew, but I'm going back in again simply because, yeah, battlecopter swarm. I slowly inch forward to get vision, just making sure nothing's in the way as I move forward. Clearing the path. 1 battlecopter, 2 battlecopter. Just making sure nothing's in the forest. 3 battlecopter attack. And I put an artillery in here, because why not? Blow up that medium tank. I thought I was walling this property capture. Well, not really, but I thought I was trying to be a little sneaky to block the potential battlecopter, but there was an infantry here. And I put an anti-air here just to block the road. Blocking the road is funny. And another tank here just to block the road even further. If they manage to destroy this tank and push forward, my normal power should get me the range to move and shoot at the city. So I felt perfectly fine with putting my tank next to a property here. Anti-air shoots my battlecopter, Neo tank shoots at my tank, interrupts my capture here. And there's so much anti-air, there's just so much. But I go in, my Neo tank has healed up a bit, one-shots the anti-air, and I do this to get charge for a beatdown. +1 range, kills anti-air. +1 range, attacks Neo tank. Battlecopter attack, battlecopter attack, battlecopter attack, battlecopter attack. I block this tank in, send my anti-air in to block the path and also weaken this anti-air. Kill off that anti-air so this battlecopter, well, I think nothing can kill it. Wall off the HQ. This area's wall off. Tank in the forest just to be annoying to make it even harder to move around. And I send my bomber in to take care of the Neo-tanks, which are gone now. Alright, so that was this game. I think in a Jake versus Jess, in a matchup like this, Jess definitely needs to win early, otherwise Jake would just scale better, simply because air units become more of a thing as income goes up. It's also another thing about trying to mix up your openings a bit, because if you do the same thing every single time, you do become predictable, at least to a certain degree. I know I typically start with artillery or a transport as my first vehicle. Maybe I should mix it up a bit, start with a tank first every once in a while, start with a recon first every once in a while, just to not do the same thing every single time. Like over here, I predicted a day 3 recon. A comment told me I had to build a day 3 recon, that it's necessary. Nah, just don't build it. Easy. You don't have to follow the same opening every time, because if you do the same opening every time, you do get countered. And the medium tank and the lander was definitely the right play against the HQ. And once it became a end game thing where both armies have a lot of units, it's just air power that makes the difference between Jess and Jake. And with the battlecopter swarm, this is why I don't like Neo-tanks. You just swarm it with battlecopters or a bomber, and then they just die. So, that was this game.